Hey friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and I am so excited that you decided to take time out of your day to spend with me because today we are doing a book haul. These are all the books that have come into my possession since the last book haul that I posted. So the last couple of months, I guess. Yeah. So what had happened was I had a pretty bad flare up. I got sick. I was sad. So what did I do? I bought some books, you know? So we have some pre-orders that have come in, some books that I just have decided to buy, all the things. So this is going to be pretty lengthy. I kind of have a lot of books sitting in front of me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hop into it. I'm not gonna waste your time. Let's talk about these books. So I have split these books into categories just to kind of help my brain and kind of keep it a little organized so I don't forget anything. So yeah, the first category that I want to address are some books that I've already read, and we love that books are coming in and getting read immediately. We love that for me. So yeah, let's talk about those. The first book is going to be The Design of Us by Sajni Patel, and this is a cutie summer romance where we follow workplace rivals who end up going on a vacation to the same spot and having to fake date to help each other out. So yeah, this was fun. I love this. Ended up rating this a 4.5 star, and I'm super excited to have this in my collection. Next is a book that I read last December, and it's actually a holiday book that ended up being one of my favorite books of 2024, and that is Christmas in Spite of You by Casey Mills. I had the best time reading this book, and I think I also ended up rating this a 4.5 star as well, and it follows a neat freak Scrooge and a Christmas loving ball of chaos who must coexist for a week, and the friction and separation that ensue make the most magical time of year highly remarkable. I loved this book, and I just saw it on sale and I was like, you know what, I need this for my collection because it literally, like I said, ended up on my best books of 2024, and I just wanted to own her. I had the e-arc of it, and so, yeah, I'm happy to have this on my shelves as well. Next up is a book that I read earlier this year, I think, and will probably be on my best books of 2025. And that is Mickey Chambers Shakes It Up by Cherish Reed. I absolutely fell in love with this book when I read it earlier this year, and I just knew that I had to have a copy of it to go on my shelves and to have. And this one is kind of like a workplace romance with a little bit of messiness to it because Mickey goes to work for Diego in his bar, but then we come to find out that Mickey is also Diego's professor for his class, so they're kind of each other's boss in a way, and it's just a very messy situation. But I completely and totally love this book. So now we are moving into sequels and books that are part of the series that I maybe have started because you know how it is sometimes. Okay, so I kind of bought an entire series, and I said I was gonna stop doing it. I said I was gonna stop buying series before I have read them, but look, this is an author that I loved the first series that I read by her, and I just feel like I'm gonna like this one. Like, I just have faith in this author, so I saw the set. Well, I saw them on Pango and they were really decently priced, so I decided to get them. But what pissed me off is when I got these books. Look at this. Why is this book shorter in the middle? It's the second book and it's shorter than all the other two. And I don't know why. And that irritated me because the seller could have said something. But I'm just I'm trying to let it ride, but every time I look at it on my shelves, I get pissed off. So in this set, it starts off, the series is called the Inheritance Trilogy. It starts off with the 100,000 Kingdoms. This one follows, is it Yene, who is an outcast from the barbarian north, but when her mother dies under mysterious circumstances, she is summoned to the majestic city of Sky. There, to her shock, she is named an heiress to the king, but the throne of the 100,000 kingdoms is not easily won, and she is thrust into a vicious power struggle. Like, this sounds right up my alley. So yeah, we have this one. The second book is called The Broken Kingdoms, and not only is it a different size from the other books, it's also a different texture the cover is. It's really bothering me, but I'm really trying to grow and not let it. But and then the third book is called The Kingdom of Gods. So I'm really happy to dive into that. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon just because I'm trying to finish some series right now before I start new ones. But then we have The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk by Carissa Broadbent. This is the fourth book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. It's the second book of the second duology within this series. And have I read the third slash first book? No, but it's fine. I'm going to read them all. I have plans to get them all and read them all. So yeah, I pre-ordered this book because Carissa Robin be selling out, and I just wanted to make sure that I had my copy. So whenever I'm ready to read it, she is here. That's it. That's all. We have another pre-order, Lore of the Tides by Annalise Sobrano. This is the final book in the Lore of the Wilds duology, I think it's called. And I just think this is like such a beautiful book. And I'm excited to see how she's going to end the series. This is like a new adult cottagecore type of series. Well, the first one had like a magical library and stuff, but this one clearly has an underwater setting. So I'm ready to see what Miss Annalise Sobrano how she did this. But yeah, this is a really good series to try out. It does have a love triangle, but I don't mind love triangles. So yeah, I'm ready to see, but I have to reread Lord of the Wilds because I read it so long ago. I don't remember what happened. So yeah, that's what's holding me up from picking this up. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Next up, we have a sequel slash conclusion to a duology that I haven't even started yet. But hear me out. Lex read the first book and she really enjoyed it, so she wanted the second book. I mean, I was gonna plan on reading it anyway, so you know, whatever. She got pre-ordered, and that is The Jasad Crown by Sarah Hashim. This is a thick book, like she real thick, like yeah, like it's only 650 something pages, but it just looks so much bigger. Like it's giving brick. And so, yeah, this is like a fantasy series that does have a romance in it, but I don't think the romance is like the main component of it. And yeah, I have heard nothing but good things about The Jasad Heir, which is the first book. So I have no doubts that, you know, I will enjoy that and then eventually get to this and like it as well. All right, this is also a pre-order, and I thought this was going to be the conclusion to the series, but I don't know, and I can't find a definitive answer anywhere. So y'all let me know if you know. And that is Accomplice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This is the third book in the Assistant to the Villain series, and I am so happy to be back with these characters and in this world. It's just a cute, fun, cozy time, and I just love everything about it. I gave each of the first two books 5 stars, and I am hoping that this is also a 5 star. It would be very disappointing if it wasn't. But yeah, I thought this was going to be the last book in the series, but baby, I don't know, because now some people are saying there's going to be like 5, and I'm like, look, Hannah ain't giving us an answer, like a definitive answer, so I don't know. I don't know. And then another pre-order is the third book in the Between Earth and Sky series, which is Mirrored Heavens. And yeah, this was just a pre-order because we had the paperbacks and the paperback of this one just came out. I read Black Sun earlier this year and really enjoyed it. I don't even think you have seen that vlog yet because that particular vlog, baby, has been a struggle for me, but it'll come out eventually. You'll see it eventually. But yeah, I read Black Sun and liked it, and Lex really enjoyed the series as well. You can see she had already read it, but I have not yet. So yes, I'm very interested to eventually get to the series and wrap it up. I have heard nothing but good things. So here she is. Our next group is going to be the romance books. Y'all know I'm a romance girly at heart. So I actually only have a couple in this book haul, which is surprising, but whatever. The first one is Perfect Fit by Claire Gilmore, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I got an arc of this book probably like a year, maybe 2 ago, and I still haven't read it yet. I don't know. I don't know But I was hoping that buying the book and having it look at me in the face would make me pick it up sooner. There's just no reason why I haven't read this. I don't know. But in this one, we are following Josephine, who I don't know what she does, but it looks like another a workplace romance. Looks like the twin brother of her ex best friend is who the romance will be with. So that sounds messy, and I love some mess. And yeah, we'll see what is going on with this one eventually. But I bought it because I saw it. Next, we have Let the Games Begin by Rafaro Faith Mazarura. And this is a romance set at the Summer Olympics in Athens, Greece. And it is between an intern and a star track runner for Team Great Britain. And I started this book, got about 50 pages in, and I just kind of had to set it down because I wasn't really in the mood for it. There's nothing wrong with it. I was enjoying it and everything. I'm just in a like really picky mood, and a lot of things that should be working just aren't working, and I'm just putting them down and going back to them whenever I feel like it, just letting myself really mood read. And that's the only reason why I didn't finish this. But I think this is going to be a good time, and I'm really excited to hop back in it at some point. So yeah, we have the rewrite by Lizzie Damilola Blackburn, and this is following two exes. And Timmy is going to ghostwrite Wale's memoir, and I just think that's gonna be real messy. And I need to know how this is gonna work out. And I think it's gonna be a fun, cute. It's very short. I think it's gonna be a good time, and I'm excited to try it out and see what I think of it. Next, we are moving into our fantasy romantasy category. So yeah, this is probably going to be one of the bigger categories that we talk about. First up is For She Is Wrath by Emily Varga. And I think this has been described as like a Count of Monte Cristo retelling, but it's a YA fantasy where we are following Dania, who has been framed for a crime she didn't commit, and she counts down her days in prison until she can exact revenge on Mazen, who is the boy responsible for her downfall, the boy she once loved and still can't forget. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into this one. Yeah. Then we have a cozy, and that is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Thirst. And I don't know why I haven't picked this one up, but it's a lush cottage core tale full of stolen spell books, unexpected friendships, sweet jams, and even sweeter love. I love a cozy, and I'm very excited to see what this one is going to give. I know that the second book in this series came out this year, so I am playing a little bit of catch up, but I'm okay with that. I like when there's more than one book in a series for me to read at a time instead of having to wait. Then we have a really beautiful book, like she's gorgeous, and that is Immortal by Sulin Tan. And I know that Sulin Tan is the daughter of the moon goddess author, and a lot of people love that, but I just, something about that wasn't screaming me. But this one right here, I think, is going to be more my speed. And this is a breathtaking standalone romantic fantasy filled with dangerous secrets, forbidden magic, and passion about a young ruler who fights to protect her kingdom. And I also think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that has like chronic pain, chronic illness representation. And I'm always trying to pick those up because, you know, sometimes you just want to be seen, you know? And so I'm really excited to get a chance to read this one. It's also like shorter than I thought it would be. She's giving like 400 pages, so 450, something like that. I'm a fan. Okay, and this, I think, is my newest book of the month pick. Yeah, this is the August one, so yeah, it is. And that is Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. And this is one of the special editions that they do with the edges. So I was excited to grab this. I wasn't originally going to get this book, but I ended up reading a sample and I was intrigued. And I just, yeah, that's what made me really want to get it. So this says, Welcome to Blackwood Academy, the legendary school located on the fringes of the afterlife. Once a pupil enters the academy's arched gates, there is no way out except for the decennial a once in a decade celebration in which a single worthy student is tested and given a choice: graduate and join Blackwood's magical elite, or cross over to the mysterious other side. This time, though, the rules have changed. This decennial isn't a celebration, it's a competition. And there can only be one victor. And I think it's six students, and they're competing in this decennial. And there's like, I think we learn about death and just, I don't know. I like I said, the sample is what got me. I thought it was beautiful also. So another book of the month pick from June, and that is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. This has been described as toxic lesbian vampires, and that is all I needed to know. I have never read a V.E. Schwab book before. I just haven't really, they didn't sound like my speed, but this one right here, I think will work out for me. We're following three different women in three different timelines, and we are going to see, it's a story about hunger, love, and rage. And I love lady vampires, so I think this one will work for me. And I've heard nothing but amazing reviews for this book, so I'm very excited to give it a shot and see not only what I think about V. Schwab's writing, but what I think about the book that everybody is screaming about. Then we have A Mastery of Monsters by Lucille Sandberry. I think this came out July or August, maybe August. And I'm super excited to read this. It's a YA fantasy, dark academia, secret society. A girl is going to try to join a secret society to partner up with this monster, a literal monster, to help her find her brother. And I have really enjoyed Lucille Sandberry's writing and books that I've read by her. Even when I thought that Delicious Monsters was too scary for me, I really enjoyed the writing. I thought the story was amazing and still recommend that book. So yeah, I was always gonna pre-order anything that Lucille Sandberry puts out. So here she is. We have The Last One by Rachel Halsell Hall, and this is a romantasy about a girl, I think, that wakes up and has no idea. I don't know. Hold on. Let me read this and I'll lie to you. Kai wakes in the woods with no idea who she is or how she got there. All she knows is that if she cannot reach the Sea of Devour, even this hellscape will get worse. But when she sees the village blacksmith fight invaders with unspeakable skill, she decides to accept his offer for help. And this is just one of the most beautiful books I have ever seen. Like the end pages are just gorgeous, and then like the actual edges, like this is just, she is gorgeous. And I went back and forth for a long time since this came out. I think at the end of last year, I've been going back and forth about whether I was going to buy this book or not, but in the end, I just decided to do it because we need to support Black romantic authors, because, you know, it ain't a whole lot of them out there. So I ended up just going ahead and getting it. We have The Serpent and the Wolf by Rebecca Robinson. And I saw this around, didn't really see a lot of people talking about it, but it sounds interesting to me. It says a fake marriage meets enemies to lovers, and I love both of those things. So I just decided to pick it up and give it a shot and see what I think about it. We have The Fall That Saved Us by Tamara Jarre. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And I have read one other book by this author that was A Wolf That Steps in Blood, and I really, really enjoyed that. So I had to give this one a shot as well. And this is very interesting to me because we are following a succubus and a demon hunter, I think, something like that. Cassio is giving up the family tradition of demon hunting, leaving behind her sacred angelic duty and fated sword. What she cannot leave behind are the scars. To cope, she spends her days immersed in work, pouring all her attention into New Haven Books, her small bookstore, an anchor in the new world she's carved for herself. But the past can't let go of Cassio yet. When a succubus named Avitu arrives to claim her angel-touched soul, Cassio's old hunter instincts flare, forcing her to choose between old knowledge and her truth. And this is just, it sounds so original to me. Like, I haven't read specifically anything like this. I'm really looking forward to it because I already know that I like this author's writing. So yeah, this It sounds like it's going to be a good time. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. Next up, we have Heavenly Bodies by erin, and this is book one of the Heavenly Bodies series. I have been looking at this book and wanting to read it since it was indie published, and I was kind of just waiting. I don't know why, but I saw the Barnes and Noble exclusive editions and thought that they were cute and they were the versions that I wanted to go with. So I went ahead and got this one, and I have the second one pre-ordered. Have I read this yet? No, but like I said, I haven't heard nobody has said one bad thing about this book, so I think I'm gonna love it. And this is a series that blends Greek mythology and shadow magic, and it is a enemies to lovers romance that will rewrite the stars. I love celestial things. I love enemies to lovers. I like Greek mythology, shadow magic. Like it's giving everything that I love. So I don't see a way where I don't enjoy this book, and I'm ready to see what the hype is about. Then we have a mystery thriller type situation, I guess you could call it, and that is The Compound by Ainsley Rawley. I guess I'm saying that name right. This has been described as Lord of the Flies meets Love Island. And look, I love a reality TV show, and I especially like reading reality TV show books. And so I'm ready to see what this one is going to give. Now, I have heard a couple of people review this, but I don't care. I don't care what they have said. I can't not give this a try of my own. Like, I just need to know, and I need to read it with my own eyeballs. So I ended up picking up a copy of it because I got a free book for my birthday from Book of the Month. So that's what she got, right? And the last book of this haul, y'all, I'm tired of talking. But the last book is Everything's Fine by Cecilia Rabis. Rabis? I don't know. Uh And this is like a literary fiction type book. We're following Jess, and on Jess's first day at Goldman Sachs, she is less than thrilled to learn that she'll be on the same team as Josh, her white conservative sparring partner from college. Josh loves playing the devil's advocate and is just the worst. But when Jess finds herself the sole black woman on the floor, it's Josh who shows up for her in surprising, if imperfect, ways. Before long, an unlikely friendship forms between the two, a friendship that gradually and then suddenly turns into an electrifying romance that shocks them both. Despite their differences, the force of their attraction propels the relationship forward, but then it's 2016 and the cultural and political landscape shifts underneath them. And Jess, who is just beginning to discover who she is and who she has the right to be, is forced to ask herself what she's willing to compromise for love and whether in fact everything's fine. I am interested to see what this author is going to do with this. I haven't seen anybody talk about it, and I want to see, and I would love to be able to recommend this book. I'm hoping I like it. Fingers crossed. That's all I'm gonna say. So friends, we made it. Those are all the books that I have bought. Or I'm not even, no, let me see. Those are all the books that have found their way to my house in the last couple of months. So yeah, thank you for sticking with me through all of that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, anything that you do to support me and my channel. It is very much greatly appreciated. I can't thank you enough. I hope that you have the best day that you possibly can. Remember to take care of yourself, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.